Cardia Draconis means heart of the dragon in Latin, and it symbolizes the heart of all the emergency managers in the field working every day.
Again, it's the biggest thing that, highest honor that you can get from your peers. The history kind of goes back to Bob Jennings, retired Chief Master Sergeant. When he retired from the Air Force out of USAFE, they presented him a sword. And then fast forward a few years, Chief Master Sergeant Tom Morris was retiring from AFCEAS as a career field manager. And ironically, Bob Jennings and I wanted to present Tom something special. That kind of led us into the conversation of what about a lifelong kind of an award. That turned into the Cardia Draconis.
It comes from the sister service, the U.S. Army Chemical Corps. The most revered symbol for them is the dragon, and they are a sister service, and we're closely related to them. And we use the dragon as our symbol. Right now it's more of an informal symbology, but it's becoming more and more formal. Yeah, that was certainly a humbling moment. The whole process of the criteria and the process of the Cardia Draconis nomination is kept quiet. It's a secret process. You don't know who nominates you. And I spent many, many years in the United States Air Force. I hung up my Chief Master Sergeant uniform many years ago, and I thought that was the top of my career. I never thought I was going to continue 20 years later doing what I love to do. To this day, I don't think I deserve the award of the Cardia Draconis. I'm humbled to receive it, but it was a moment I'll never, ever forget. It was truly humbling.
Especially given the fact that I know, how the Cardia Draconis came about. I was part of developing it, and I know the quality of the people and the character of the people. I was overwhelmed. As I was able to kind of gather my thoughts after, humbled is just absolutely without question the word, because I don't think that I'm even in that category. But when you talk about people that have brought me along, Tom Morris, Larry Hull, Bob Jennings has been a mentor to me for a long, long time, and he's definitely, shaped who I am. And those kinds of people. And then if you look at every one of the Cardia Draconis recipients, they've had an impact on my life.
Steve was the 12th recipient of this award, and it's only meant for those folks that do long and sustained service. A 20-year career is very distinguished. But what do you do after you leave the program? What did you do while you were wearing the uniform? What do the civilians do? What do the contractors do? What do they do significantly above and beyond, day to day? Long and sustained. There's no way to define that. That could be 20 years, 30 years, 40 years. But it is for that reason Steve got it.
So I couldn't have been prouder for Steve and happier for Steve, because he absolutely earned it. And he almost probably more than anybody embodies what the award really means. It's that guy behind the scenes just plugging away for 40 plus years, and his heart is in it all the way. I mean, so I was very happy for Steve.
So walking out of the room and seeing this room full of spectators and other chiefs and my wife, it was really overwhelming. I had no idea. I'm extremely humbled to be now part of an elite group of 12 folks that have received this award over the past, one of which is not with us anymore. So it's just extremely humbling. It's a huge honor.
Stay focused, take pride in what we do. Emergency management is unique. I've always said, there's really nothing we do that's special. We kind of do everything that nobody else wants to do, but the way we do it is special. And as an airman, as a young 2-striper, 3-striper, one of the things that's very unique is you could end up on an incident standing right next to the wing commander, and he's going to know who you are. What you do is very visible.
Every one of those airmen and NCOs out there get out there and they work very, very hard, and there's a lot of conversation about doing more with less, and they do it every day. It comes from the heart. And I tell people every day is a job interview. Get up and put your clothes on, dress for success, and get your job done at 150% every day, and they're doing it every day.
I think it's wonderful. I think everyone should have to go through what I did and just be speechless for once in your life. I think it should stay that way for the next recipient, whoever you may be. And it could be you, airman. Just do the best you can.